Two local politicians in the Kerala serial murders are under the scanner. This for allegedly signing forged property will papers. The police have also asked 7 people to appear for questioning today. 3 of them have been instructed to appear without fail. On Sunday, alleged serial killer Jollyamma was arrested for killing members of her own family with poison, including her own husband, in a span of 14 years in Kozhikode.
The police investigation has taken a different turn. 7 to 8 people are under the scanner of the investigation agency as of now. Now, Jolly, the main accused, second husband, that is Mr. Shaju, is now being taken to the crime branch office in Kozhikode and is being questioned as of now. And Shaju's father is also, questioning the intention behind, Jolly, who actually killed Shaju's daughter and also Shaju's first wife. Remember, it is Shaju's second marriage in Jolly. And remember, this is one of the most shocking case that has been reported in the last few decades, where 6 people of a same family has been killed in a span of 14 years. That is from 2002 to 2016.
In fact, let's take you through the chilling details of this case. Now, these murders spanned over a decade, beginning 2002, and included her husband and 5 other members of his family. In fact, the youngest victim was 1 year old. The police reopened the case and exhumed their bodies after a family member raised suspicions about the deaths. The police then found out that the woman had in fact poisoned all the 6 family members, including her own husband, with cyanide, which she mixed in their food.
So this all started with Jollyamma, who is the main accused, who is accused of killing 6 of her family members. One very important point to note here is that Jollyamma married twice. So there were 2 husbands and nearest kin of 2 husbands involved. Now, the first husband, we'll talk about the first husband first. Roy was the first husband, and the first one to go from Roy's family was Jollyamma's mother-in-law. Her name was Annamma. She was 57-year-old, and she was killed in 2002. She was the first one to be eliminated by Jollyamma. The second one to go was Tom Thomas. He was the father-in-law of Jollyamma, father of Roy, husband of Jollyamma, and he was 66 years old. He was killed in 2008 by Jollyamma. Now, the third person who died in the hands of Jollyamma was her husband. Her husband's name was Roy. He was 40-year-old when he was killed, and this incident happened in 2011. And after that, the last person to be killed from Roy's nearest closest relatives was Matthew. Matthew was 67 years old, and he was killed in 2014, and he was Jollyamma's mother-in-law's brother, which makes him maternal uncle of Roy and Jollyamma. Now, Jollyamma also ended up marrying Shaju, a person named Shaju, who was the cousin of Roy. But before marrying Shaju, Jollyamma eliminated 2 very important people. Jollyamma killed Alphine, who was the daughter of Shaju. She was just 2 years old when she was killed in the year 2016. And few months later, Jollyamma also killed Shaju's then wife, Silly, and she was just 27 years old. And both these deaths and both these murders took place in the year 2016.
We've got more breaking news coming in. This entire series of murders gets more murky. Another shocking development in this case. Police sources now say that they are probing the mysterious death of a local Congress leader, Ramakrishnan, in 2016, which was then declared a natural death. Now, Ramakrishnan's son, Rohit, stated that he feels that Jolly was involved in his father's death as well. Accused Jolly had a financial land deal with Ramakrishnan in 2016, in which Ramakrishnan lost 55 lakh rupees. Let's in fact go across to Vivek, who's joining us for more details. Vivek, this doesn't seem to end. It gets murkier and murkier. If you can hear now, tell us what is the connection between Jolly and Ramakrishnan, and help us understand this land deal that went on and what could have possibly been the motive here.
Yes, as the investigation goes on, it becomes more murkier and more complicated as we see. Now, Ramakrishnan is a local Congress leader and he had entered into a land deal with Jolly in 2016, and, rupees 55 lakhs something which he lost in that particular deal. That's what his son says. Now, it's just after that Ramakrishnan died of heart attack. And now his, Ramakrishnan's sons, Rohit, say that he also has, a doubt. He doubts that this particular natural death that was called then is indeed, in the hands is, it is Jolly who has actually, worked behind this particular death. And he believes that it too was a murder. It is up to the crime branch, he believes, that has to investigate this case. Now also, this is something very, very serious, because already 6 murder case has been reported, and all these cases Jolly has revealed. Jolly has agreed to the crime, that she was indeed involved in this. Remember, it started in 2002 with Jolly's mother-in-law Annamma, and then in 2008, in 2014, that is Annamma's elder brother, and then Shaju's daughter, 1-year-old daughter, and then Shaju's ex-wife Silly in 2016. Now this, this new angle which has come into this whole case of the death of Ramakrishnan, a local Congress leader, also pointing fingers towards Jolly's involvement, is something really, really shocking. In that case, if this is proved true, then it would be the 7th murder that's been committed by Jolly. So it's still not proved. It's in the ambit of the investigation. The crime branch officers who are investigating Shaju right now is, looking all these angles as of now.
Right.
They are already questioned at least 200 to 220 people in and around that place. Now, it is indeed a very, very chilling, a very shocking case of, of murder, and that too using potassium cyanide.
Yes.
In a very silent way, that she has, undertook all these murder just for property rights and financial, monetary benefits that she has done this. This is something really unbelievable, I should say. And also, we should congratulate the police officials, especially the Calicut District Police Chief, Mr. Simon, and his team, who has investigated this case for the last 3 months and, arrested Jolly Matthew and the 2 other people who have actually helped her. And also, what I understand is that local government officials, also an ex-Tahsildar, was also involved, in kind of, in this particular case, in actually helping Jolly in getting some land deals, and also some local details, some documents forged. There were also government officials involved in this, hospital officials involved in this. So all these things has to be investigated. As of now, what we understand is that the investigation is going in multi-polar direction, in different directions, because whatever Jolly had said earlier, in the first part of the investigation, that is proving to be false now. She is now admitting to various other angles, various other crimes she has committed. Now, that has to be
Vivek,
investigated
if I can just interrupt you for just a minute. We're getting more breaking news coming in. Do stay on. Well, more breaking news in this entire case coming in while all of these murders are being investigated. Shaju, that is the second husband of Jolly, has now confessed that he was in fact aware of 3 of the murders that his wife Jolly had committed. Shaju's interrogation is also currently underway. Cops indicate that more revelations, in fact, are likely to come up soon. Vivek, here, like you were pointing out, there are multiple layers to this entire thing. We don't know how many people were actually complicit in carrying out these series of murders. Here now, Shaju is admitting that he knew of the murders, the 3 other murders that Jolly committed, which obviously don't include his first wife and child.
Exactly. Shaju's revelation to the crime branch team who are investigating this is really, really shocking. He says that he knew about 3 of the murders which his wife Jolly has committed. That includes Jolly's first husband Roy also. Now, this is something really shocking because this is a big U-turn which Shaju has taken. Shaju just 2 days back said that he was not aware of all these things. He still feels that, his wife Jolly is innocent. She will not do this crime. But this particular revelation that came, that Jolly knew about the 3 of the murders, including, Jolly's first husband Roy's murder, is something really shocking. So what the crime branch believes is that if this particular person is being investigated, for the next few hours, that more and more things, more and more angles, more and more, revelations will start coming up, and that will help the investigation team to reach, a conclusion. At this point of time, there are various angles coming to this. People who actually earlier dismissed all the allegations, are now agreeing to the crime, agreeing that, they knew about this crime. Remember, this is something that started from 2002 to 2016. The retired DYSP of this particular place says that even during this investigation, that he was not, he never thought that Jolly was involved in the crime, because he actually has written a report saying that all these were natural deaths. Most, 2 of these cases were, a heart attack, and the other was like, the person went unconscious. So a very, very complicated case. It's just three months back, after a complaint that's been filed by Roy's younger brother in the United States, that the whole investigation took a new turn, and then they started investigating it. Each and every person who have been associated with Jolly has been questioned. Now, even those people who are working in the beauty parlor where Jolly was a customer daily will also be questioned. So only then you get to know the real intention as why she has committed this crime. Was it purely for property and money? Was there any other intentions? Is there any local politicians who are involved in this? Because what Jolly say, this person, the second husband who spoke to police, who have been, who've been probed now, says that Jolly was in touch with a lot of VVIPs in the society. So all these people needs to be interrogated. It's going to be extremely challenging for the investigation team to reach a conclusion and to file a case against Jolly in all the 6 murders which has been proved till now.
All right, Vivek, thanks for getting us all those details in this entire series of chilling murders that have taken place over several years. And this is, of course, turning out to be very murky, and several layers emerging, several angles, different angles here being probed. We are going to